Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the career training company howtobecome.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to score top marks in any case study assessment you take. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll start off by teaching you what a case study is and what it looks like. I'll then give you my 7 powerful tips for top scoring answers when undertaking any case study assessment. I'll then move on to how to structure your case study assessment to increase your chances of success before finally giving you a brilliant case study example answer live on this screen. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I want to help you to pass your case study test, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's take a look at what a case study assessment is. So a written case study test may look something like this, where you are presented with a document or series of data and information that you must read and then answer scenario-based questions. So essentially, a written case study test requires you to analyse a business problem and propose solutions in a structured written format to scenario-based questions. Employers use these assessments to evaluate your analytical thinking, your problem-solving skills, and written communication abilities. An example of a question you may face after seeing the case study information, like the document I just showed you, may be: which supplier would you recommend? Or how would you approach a declining market share in a specific industry? So let's now take a look at some top tips before I reveal the best structure to use before giving you a case study to try together on screen. So here are my 7 top tips for case study assessments. Number 1, read the case study multiple times to fully grasp the details. Take notes of any key facts and figures as you read through it. Number 2, identify the main problem, stakeholders involved, and any constraints or assumptions made in the case. Again, take notes as you go through. Tip number 3, use a clear structure, and I will give you a brilliant structure you can use to craft your answer that will score you top marks. I'll share that with you very soon. Tip number 4, allocate specific time for reading, planning and writing, and revising your answer to ensure thoroughness and clarity. Time management is very important when answering case study questions because they take a lot of time to read all the information and craft a great answer. Make sure you build your arguments logically, ensuring each point directly addresses the case study question. Always use evidence in your answers, so utilize data and information provided in the case to support your arguments. Quantify your solutions where possible, so make sure you constantly reference and refer back to the case study documentation and information. Tip number 6 is a great one: use bullet points. So many people try and write essays, but make your information clear and concise by using bullet points, and I'll show you exactly how to do that when we run through our answer together to a sample case study question. And tip number 7, stay on topic. I see so many people deviate from the topic at hand, deviate from the question that they're actually asked when answering these types of case study questions. So my advice is to regularly refer back to the case study question to ensure your response remains focused and relevant. So let's now take a look at how you can structure a top scoring answer. I recommend you use the IARJ format. So the IARJ format stands for issue, analysis, recommendation and justification. So step 1 is the issue identification. This is where the key issue or decision point of the case study is identified. Most often than not, you only need to do this once, so it's quite a quick step. Step number 2 is the analysis stage. This section involves a deep dive into the analysis of the situation and the strategic options that are available to you. Step number 3 is recommendation. So recommendations can be interwoven with the analysis. So for example, each strategic component, which could be something like target market focus or marketing approach, might be an area you want to talk about in your case study answer. So when talking about each of those strategic components, you can include specific recommendations for each of those actions. Step number 4 is justification. Explain why each recommended action is appropriate and how it addresses the case study's challenges. So don't worry, I'm going to go through a case study step by step with you in just a second, where you can see this IARJ format in use. But there is a bonus step, step 5, and that is to give a great conclusion. Here, summarize the overall strategy and reinforce the choice of the potential benefits from your decisions that you've made in your case study answer. So let's now take a look at an example case study and how to answer it. And before we move on to that next section, when you're ready, and only if you want to, please click that link in the top right hand corner of this video or in the pinned comment below. It will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, and you can instantly download my full set of 12 case studies and fully worked answers for all job roles. It's a brilliant resource. Okay, let's now take a look at a simplified example case study titled Green Tech Innovations. I've had to simplify this case study for this video because otherwise you'll be bombarded with way too much information and the video would be way too long. I want to help you quickly, giving you the best tips and advice that we've been giving candidates for many years all over the world to help them drive success. So here is an example case study. Background: Green Tech Innovations, a company specialising in eco-friendly household products, looking to expand into the European market. The challenge: highly competitive market with established brands, varying consumer preferences in Europe. The objective: develop a strategy for entering the European market with their eco-friendly cleaning products. Your task: analyse the market data and propose a market entry strategy focusing on market selection and differentiation. So let's take a look at some of that market data. You can see here from this table there are 3 countries, Germany, France and Spain. They have a different market size, a growth rate and eco-friendliness index. So the market size, as we can see in the key here, is the annual sales value of eco-friendly products. The growth rate is the annual market growth rate, and eco-friendliness index is the consumer preference for eco-friendly products rated on a high, medium or low scale. So based on all of this information that we've just looked at, we can now move on and answer the case study questions. So what are those questions? Well, question 1 is this: which country should green tech innovations enter first? And question number 2 is: suggest a market entry strategy including target market and differentiation approach. Let's start with the first question. Which country should green tech innovations enter first? I'm going to give you a brilliant way to answer this quickly and effectively in a clear and concise manner. Remember, use bullet points where you can. So, selected country for entry, Germany. That is how I would write that to make it clear and concise. Rationale for market selection: the market size. Germany has the largest market size, $500 million, among the options, indicating a significant opportunity. Growth rate: a steady growth rate of 5% suggests a healthy and expanding market, and eco-friendliness index was high at 80%, showing a strong consumer preference for eco-friendly products. So as you can see from my answer there, I use clear, concise rationale to back up my answer. I gave my answer clearly at the top, and then I backed it up with the rationale for doing so. The second question is going to take a little bit more detail to answer. So the second question was this: suggest a market entry strategy including target market and differentiation approach. So I'd first title my section Proposed Market Entry Strategy, and here are some of the actions and the areas that we could take a look at. Target market focus. Target urban areas in Germany where eco-consciousness is typically higher. Focus on middle to upper income demographics who are more likely to invest in eco-friendly products. For the differentiation approach, we could do this: differentiation strategy, emphasize the unique eco-friendly and sustainable qualities of the products, and develop partnerships with local environmental organisations to build brand credibility and visibility. For market approach, we could utilise digital marketing strategies to target eco-conscious consumers online, and we can engage in influencer marketing with individuals who advocate for sustainable living in Germany. Now, if you've never done a case study assessment before, and if you aren't sure of these type of things you could be putting, this is why I highly recommend you take a look at many case study assessments before you undertake your own one, so you can get all of these different ideas and these different bullet point ideas that you could potentially reuse and use in your answer for your actual assessment if it makes sense to do so. So when answering this specific question, there are other areas that I recommend you could cover here, such as distribution channels, local adaptation, and monitoring and adaptation. Now, I can't go over these in detail in this video because I don't have enough time to do it, but they are other areas that you could cover in your answer that I would potentially recommend. But let's take a look at an example conclusion. Entering the German market offers a favourable balance of large market potential and high eco-friendliness among consumers. By focusing on differentiation and targeted marketing, along with a strategic approach to distribution and local adaptation, green tech innovations can effectively penetrate the German eco-friendly products market. Continuous monitoring and willingness to adapt will be crucial for long-term success. So that's a great conclusion there. So you should now have a good idea of what a case study question looks like and how you should go about answering it. Remember, if you want many more in-depth studies to practice with and the fully worked suggested answers, then make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner or in the pinned comment below this video right now. Head through to my website howtobecome.com, where you can download my 12 case studies and fully worked answers for all job roles. This resource contains over 100 pages of industry-leading content to help you pass your assessment with ease, and all of them are brand new and original scenarios not found anywhere else, and they're expertly designed to help you get the edge during your case study assessment, no matter what industry or job. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job aptitude tests, their interviews and case study assessments, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that encourages me to make more videos just like these. Oh, and if you have any suggestions or need any help at all, let me know in the comment section below. I reply to every single person who leaves a comment on my channel. I will get back to you and I will help you. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best with your assessment. Have a brilliant day.